But say I wanted to memorize the first 10 elements of the periodic table, which, if I remember rightly, which I do, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon. You might have a mnemonic to remember that. So you might think HHEL, that's a misspelling of hell. So you just have to remember the first 4 elements are a misspelling of hell. Hydrogen, helium. Oh no, wait, they're not. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium. No, because I was thinking HHEL. No, it's HHLB. I suppose that's still a misspelling of hell. Any combination of letters can be a misspelling of hell. In fact, you could just go, the first 10 elements of the periodic table, you just have to remember that the initials are a misspelling of hell. And it's misspelled as follows. H for hydrogen, H for helium, L for lithium, B for beryllium, B for boron, C for carbon, N for nitrogen, H for something, whatever it was, and the other 3. So you have 10 letters there, and you just have to remember someone misspelled the word hell, and they misspelled it really badly. I don't think there's even an E in there, is there? No. A couple of H's and a couple of L's. You just have to memorize a memorable misspelling of hell with 10 letters in it, and then you have your first 10 elements learned. That's not how I learned them, because I wasn't taught mnemonics in science. I learned them in history later on. I found them very useful then, but I didn't learn them in science class. So I had to just do it the old-fashioned way and just sit here like a fucking lunatic, saying words to myself until they were delved into my brains in a particular order. Now, of course, if I had had that system, the misspelling of hell, once you have that delved into your brain, you can expand that to learn the next 10. You want the first 20 elements of a periodic table. It's probably a bit of a stretch to have a further misspelling of hell with 20 letters in it. Because for one thing, that would confuse you. It might mess up your remembrance of the first 10. It's not going to serve you well. But maybe you could say a misspelling of hellish, or hellish plural, which would be hellishes. Something like that, and you expand it a bit. That would get you to at least 15. Although, most likely, if I know school, and I think I do know school because I did go there, no teacher is going to tell you to memorize the first 15 elements of the periodic table. They're going to say the first 10 or the first 20. They're not going to go 15. Why would they do that? That would be ridiculous. Although maybe it wouldn't. Maybe they're hoping there'll be an external examiner who asks you to recite the first 20, but you've just learned the first 15 so well that when you recite it for them during the oral exam, you get to the 12th or 13th element, and the examiner, to save time, just goes, oh, okay, you clearly know the first 20. You can stop there. I'll go on to the next question. Maybe that's what the teacher is hoping. But that's taking a bit of a risk, isn't it? Gambling your future on, well, firstly, on there being a system whereby there's an oral examination in a non-language subject.